Tifo is delighted to offer 30-day free trials to read the work of our colleagues at The Athletic, the new home of football writing. Daiki Sugioka is a versatile footballer who spent most of his career playing as a left wing-back in Shonan Berumade's 3-4-2-1, but can play as a left-back, centre-back and defensive midfielder. Last season, Sugioka provided 4 assists from his left wing-back position, scoring twice. His creative passing stats are good, with 2.2 deep completed passes or crosses per 90 and 7.2 progressive passes per 90. He crossed 4.7 times per 90 with a 32% success rate and made 2.9 dribbles per 90 with a 56% success rate. He can cross well from deep, but is at his best when whipping low crosses in on the run that bend away slightly as they cross the 6-yard box. He can also use that slight left curl to bend through passes into the box that hold up to meet the run of a teammate. Sugioka is not afraid to cut in field either, making runs from deep to arrive in the box as an attacking threat. He's predominantly left-footed, but did score a beautiful right-footed goal against Vissel Kobe last season, curling it past the keeper from the left side of the box. He's also a good set-piece taker, with in-swinging corners and free kicks from the right-hand side particularly dangerous. While his attacking work is what brings the most attention, he's solid defensively too, despite having played in a rather weak Shonan Berumade side. Last season, he made 6.1 duels per 90, succeeding 63% of the time, and made 2.9 interceptions and 2.1 successful aerial duels per 90. At 6 feet tall, and with good stamina and pace, he's strong and able to recover his defensive positions against all but the quickest attackers. Sugioka is one of the strongest prospects in the J-League. While he's just joined Kashima Antlers, who finished 3rd last season, his future seems likely to be in Europe, with the Bundesliga a sensible destination. Endo has already made 137 J-League appearances, scoring 14 goals and contributing 20 assists. Last season, he scored 7 non-penalty goals and managed 9 assists despite finishing the season largely as a substitute. Endo is usually used as a left inside forward in a 4-2-3-1, but he can play right wing. He's predominantly right-footed, or even through the centre as an attacking midfielder. He likes to start very wide, either to isolate the fullback to run at, or preferably bypass them by receiving a pass in behind, accelerating past and then attacking the channel outside the wide centre-back. This allows Endo to cut inside and shoot, or move very centrally and create opportunities for others with through passes or even switching play to the far-sided winger or fullback. Endo's output is good, with 2.2 shots per 90 last season in addition to his goals and assists. His passing is creative and effective. His 3.3 deep completed passes or crosses puts him up with 2 J-League talents who've now transferred to Europe, Antwerp's Koji Mayoshi and Real Madrid's Takefusa Kubo on loan at Mallorca. He works especially well with mobile forwards who can make angled runs to receive vertical passes at an angle. Endo likes taking players on, as his 6 dribbles per 90 at 57% and 3.7 progressive runs, 9th and 6th best among players we looked at respectively, show. He can overrun the ball or carry when he should pass, so his decision-making could improve, but nonetheless, his dynamism and ball carrying is key to his game, and it's what makes him dangerous. Tanaka is a defensive midfielder who plays either as a single screening midfielder in a 4-3-3 or as part of a double pivot in a 4-2-3-1. He's a significant part of Kawasaki Frontali's build from the back style, consistently dropping deep to collect the ball from the defence and then shifting it forwards or wide. His energy and movement off the ball is eye-catching. He's the kind of player who's always on the move, looking to find a space where he can offer a passing option to his teammates, scanning the pitch and showing for the ball. He's adept at taking it under pressure too. He looks strong enough to hold players off and has quick feet to shift the ball on when closely marked. If he adds a little more ball carrying to his game, he could become an effective press-breaking midfielder. Defensively, he's sound. He made 8.5 defensive duels per 90 last season, winning 60% and 4.8 interceptions per 90. He's a front-foot defensive midfielder, looking to close up and win the ball in and around the opposition box, as well as screening his own defensive area. This can lead to him being out of position occasionally, but a team that works well to cover this will benefit from his industrious approach and his ability to spot where the ball is likely to break and so win it back. And he's a good passer too, sometimes slightly conservative, but capable of line-breaking through passes of genuine vision. His 10.4 final third passes per 90 last season at 88% accuracy was 4th best among players that we looked at. 9.7 progressive passes and 1.3 deep completed passes both per 90 indicate a player who's capable of producing moments that open up a game, as his 3 assists last season show. Tanaka is a well-rounded player who could move further up the pitch and develop his game to become a genuine all-round midfield threat, but as a defensive midfielder, he's already a real talent. Six-foot-tall Daiki Hashioka is a right wing-back who can also play at right-back or as a right-sided centre-back. This versatility was on show at the AFC Under-23 Championship, where he lined up both as a right wing-back and a right centre-back in Japan's 3-4-2-1. Uwara Reds have also switched between a back 3 and 4, with Hashioka able to slot in where required. His height means that he can be a useful outball if he pushes up high, as he's capable in the air, contesting 9.6 aerial duels per 90 last season and winning 57%. He's at his best on the front foot, attacking space at pace and beating his man to whip in right-footed crosses. Last season, he managed 2 goals and 3 assists, as well as contributing 4 passes into the final third and 1 deep completed cross or pass per 90. Hashioka has a few technical deficiencies. His crossing success is only 21% from 2.5 per 90, and while his 8.1 defensive duels at 53% success is not bad, he can struggle one-on-one out wide. He tries to be a proactive defender and makes 5.5 interceptions per 90, but this and his desire to push up into attack means that he can be caught out of position. This probably means his future is at wing-back rather than at full-back for a top-level side, although his height makes him a really useful defender at the back post. With space to run into or runners ahead of him that can be hit with a line pass, Hashioka can be a dangerous attacker. His game needs tempering though. Positional versatility is good, but it can make it harder to become extremely proficient at one in particular. If his future is at fullback, he needs to work on one-on-one defending and positional discipline. If it's a wingback, he can improve his crossing. Either way, Hashioka is capable of developing into a very interesting player with a future in a European league. Ayumu Seiko is a 6-foot-tall, left-sided but largely right-footed centre-back. He's been playing in a back 4 as the more proactive front-foot defender alongside a player who tends to hang back a bit more. Seiko also brings the ball forwards often, though he can have a slightly heavy first touch, which has resulted in the occasional loss of possession in dangerous areas. As a passer, he's competent rather than devastating. Last season, he made 18 forward passes at 83% accuracy and 9 progressive passes at 78% accuracy, both per 90. His long passing is pretty good, with 4.6 per 90 at 67%, usually clipped passes in towards the centre forward or towards the left-hand channel. He does have a tendency to overhit his passes sometimes, another instance of his slight lack of finesse. Defensively though, Seiko is a committed and physical player. Despite having a canny sense of when to commit a foul, he was only booked once in 13 games last season. He's unafraid to throw himself into a block, and his one-on-one defending is good, unless he's pulled too far to the left-hand side, where his weakness on that foot can be an issue. Last season, he only contested 4 defensive duels per 90 at 63%, but also made 5.2 interceptions, which shows the difference in roles between Cerezo Osaka's 2 centre-backs. He's contested 4.5 aerial duels per 90 last season, winning 58%, often pushing forwards into the space between the lines to attack the ball. As a defender, he appears to back himself to win the ball or be able to recover well enough to hold up the attacker until teammates can help. Seiko's fundamentals are good, and his bravery and commitment is clear. His biggest weakness is his heavy first touch, which can be an issue if he brings the ball out, but otherwise he looks like a solid defender who, with a little work on his passing and technique, can improve significantly. It's scouting week at Tifo, and to celebrate, we're offering 30-day free trials to The Athletic, where you can really get under the hood of your team. With dedicated journalists for every Premier League team and correspondents for La Liga, the Bundesliga and Serie A, not to mention hundreds of journalists for 10 other sports, there is no better place to read comprehensively about your favourite teams. See the link in the description to sign up for free now for 30 days and join Tifo at The Athletic.